I heard Tesla locked out a dude from a car,
Bro,
allegedly.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine this. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I was looking
I would
through
be
the news.
fucking pissed
Man,
if this is
Canadian
real.
Tesla owner says automaker locked him out of his
Claims.
car until he pays $26,000 for a battery. So, electric vehicles next best thing, huh? Huh? I love
Hold on,
electric
hold on.
vehicles,
Is
but
the
moving on.
batteries 26 grand
Yeah, bro. Yep, just the
for a
battery.
battery?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's the argument. We'll get into the argument in a second. But so uh Mario and Luigi posted on video on TikTok saying his piece of trash car. That's not how
The
you
whip was
say that.
35,000 total.
It was a $35,000
Total.
car with a $26,000 battery. That's typically, yeah,
Total.
because all the components that are in a combustible vehicle aren't in an electric vehicle. It's just the battery.
Combustible Kush vehicle, I get that,
You
I
don't
get that.
have transmissions. You don't have you don't have a combustible engine. You don't have fluids. You have none of that.
So
It's
that's
just all in
essentially
one
it,
thing.
and being an electric car, that powers everything. So,
Everything.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that is
Yeah.
most of the vehicle you're
And
buying.
then typically, now we'll go through this, but typically, like these are older vehicles. Now hold on, we're all over the place. So let's finish
Yeah,
this article. So
finish.
Mario Zalier posted a video on TikTok saying his piece of trash, you know that's what he said, car died, and that the car is locked, preventing him from being able to get in. The caption on the video reads, $26,000 for a new battery, locked out of car, recalls are needed. He said he purchased the car in 13, but said models from the year 14 have issues with fluid from the car conditioning system leaking into the battery. All right. I got Transport Canada involved and they actually did an investigation on the car. Not only did they do an investigation on this car, they're going to do one that Tesla doesn't realize is coming up. I bet you they know now. Fox Business has reached out to
What a
Zayla
moron.
and losers, hey? Just give up.
Just gives up the whole fucking shit. Like, guess what? They won't know.
They're
I
coming.
tweeted
Don't tell
Elon
anyone.
into a
Hey, Fox News, don't tell
fucking
anyone.
moron.
He said he reached out to Tesla owner, or he said he reached out to another Tesla owner who said that they had the same issue with the car battery. Zayla said that Tesla canceled the owner's Uber credits while the vehicle was being serviced. That sucked. They
And they're
just
like, "Hey,
hit him.
bitch, you
They
ain't
hit my
going
crypto
nowhere."
wallet. They hit my Uber. They told my wife they sent nudies to. Oh
Yeah,
god.
like, somebody's been sending dick pics to my wife too, and they're bigger than mine. I'm
It's
tired of
from
this shit.
Tesla, babe. I swear, it's Tesla.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk
He's
sends
just
my
like,
dicky pics. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tesla's trying to sweep it under the rug. They won't give any explanation why their battery died. Bump bump.
I'd say it was Twitter bots that did it.
Uh, that's brilliant. Yeah, you're right. They hacked it and
Yeah,
brought it down. Yeah.
Elon didn't do that shit.
So yeah, that sucks. That if this is true that he locked out, it makes more sense that if the battery died, they're electric locks, and that the electric locks don't work.
Fox
Or
News
it's Tesla's
stupid
fault.
fucking asses picked this up. They're like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see
it's
other cars
Tesla's fault.
9
Yeah.
years ago. Dude,
I
just
bought a
can't
car.
get in
Yeah.
there
Battery died and the electricity don't working anymore.
because you couldn't get in." Hmm,
Yeah.
hmm.
But that's just me doing a little investigative journalism here. What do I know? But what I am curious is though the thing is when they say that they're $26,000. I went into my Chevy dealership last week when I took my truck in for a tune-up, and I was asking about their Chevy electric truck because I want to get an electric truck. I'm looking at the Ford Lightning. Can't afford it, but I'm looking at it.
Can't
And
afford
so
it.
didn't. And I was like, so when you guys could have these trucks in? And he's like, never. And so I could tell he was really optimistic about electric vehicles. So I was like, oh, okay. Any idea? He's like, nope. I was like, okay. I was like, I'm looking at getting one. I guess I'm gonna get the Ford. And he's like, yeah.
You want a
I was
purse
like,
too?
what a great, yeah, what a purse too. Yeah. Suck my. Anyways, and so I was like, yeah, I guess I'll probably end up getting the Ford or whatever. And he's like, yeah, the problem is when the battery dies, you got to pay 20 grand. I was like, yeah. He's like, I had a lady come in here with her little Chevy Volt and the battery died. She had to pay 16 grand. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, how old was it? She bought it in 2011. I was like, okay. So it's a fucking 12-year-old vehicle. Okay. And it blew the battery. Okay. Well, I'll one-up you. I fucking bought a 2012 Kia Sorento in 2011 Barely got 2 years out of that bitch, and I blew the engine out of it. And it was a Sorrento. It's like an SUV crossover thing. It ain't no off-roading Florida
No.
pedal to the floor thing. Like I family drove that thing. Blew the engine in it. It was about 15 grand for a brand new engine. And guess what? I no didn't cut. Then nobody covered it, and it wasn't on warranty. Locks still worked, interesting enough,
Fox
but
News sure as shit didn't hit you up
they
for an
nobody
article.
covered it. Yeah, so I was like, I still had to pay for a brand new engine for my car, and it wasn't covered. And so explain to me the difference. I was like, she got 12 years out of her car and has to pay 16 grand for a new battery. What's she gonna do? She's gonna turf that fucking thing and buy herself a brand new one,
I light it on
for just a
fire
little
for a
bit
music
more.
video.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's in my opinion, that's pretty good. It's a trade off, you know. In that 12 years, she never paid for fuel. I know my buddy, he owns a Mach E. That's the Ford Mustang, the electric Mustang. He
I don't
pays
like the way those look.
approximately. Once you get in it, you might change your mind, but it's definitely not a Mustang. I'll assure
When
you.
you're not looking at it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. When you're not looking at it, it's a beautiful ride. Yeah, yeah. We've all dated those ones. The thing is that it's about $3.50 to charge it from empty to full. He gets 400 kilometers out of it, so that's about 200 and maybe 300 miles, something like that, 250, 300 miles, and it's $3 to fill charge. If you take that over like a 12-year period, you know, that's pretty good. My Chevy, it's not quite the same example. Let's use my I've got a Honda. It's about $70 to fill the tank from empty to full. It lasts about 600 kilometers, which is about 300 miles, 400 miles. But it's like that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. They've never had to pay for oil changes. You never have to top up the transmission fluid. You never have because there isn't any of
And
that
you look
stuff.
rich, no matter if you're not or if you are.
Yeah,
And
Chevy
smart.
Volt.
You
No
look
one's
rich
ever
and
thought
smart.
that. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I feel like whenever somebody has an electric car, they're just like, these motherfuckers got money and they're intelligent.
That little 2.4, that or 4.2, meh.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
My
problem
favorite
is,
joke is like, what? It's like if it's supposed to be so cool, then why do you look like such an idiot driving it?
yeah.
Right?
The issue
Oh
with
god.
everything nowadays is it's disposable.
Disposable
Cars,
cars. Yep.
like
Yeah.
everything
How good
has
is
a
that for the
10-year
environment?
lifespan.
Right? These
Exactly.
are supposed to be better for the environment. Now we're all just throwing out cars every fucking 12 years. You know what I mean? Whatever happened to running that 1980? That'll probably never happen with electric vehicles.
Why do you think Horse Girl exists?
That's right. Fuck electric vehicles.
He's like, give me some hay.
Give me
I'm
some
good.
hay. Girl, come over here and give me some hay.
You know what I'm saying? Good ass hay over here. It's weird,
Oh,
man. It's weird,
jeez.
but this is
It
where
is a
we are
strange thing.
in life. Is shit is expensive and cheap at the same time.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know,
That's why I ride my girlfriend. Save
Yep.
a horse, ride my girlfriend.
Smart man. Except it's
Smart,
your
right?
wife now.
Yeah.
Or P just exposed himself.
I
He's
love
like,
my wife and my girlfriend horse.
I love them both. They're good friends. Yeah, it's 2022.
The horse takes me and the wife around.
He identifies as a Mormon. Okay,
I'm a polyamorous.
until he won't.